So there are certain challenges that we are facing in agriculture. For example, genetic engineering. 70% of our food supply has some form of genetically engineered ingredients in it. And we have an amazing climate in California, which makes it really receptible to have invasive species, insects or plants, come into the state. So local agriculture can address all that, or is addressing all that by having a system that is intact within itself.
My name's David Wetsky, and we are at County Line Harvest in Marin. I'd lived in the city for so many years that it was just time for something different. We're on 26 acres here, and that's a lot of land to farm organically. We grow lettuce for about 7 months out of the year. Carrots and beets, onions, garlic. We're growing fava beans, strawberries. Took a trip to Italy. We came back with a lot of chicory seeds. We sell to a lot of Italian restaurants in San Francisco. So I give a lot of credit to our Latino crew. They're all from Oaxaca, and they have agricultural backgrounds. And they're kind of the backbone of the farm. We're feeding a lot of people in the community. It feels good. There's pretty good support. Sunday market in Marin is a great market.
We now have about a little less than 300 milking cows on 660 acres. I first became certified organic in the beginning of 1994. We were the first certified organic dairy and creamery west of the Mississippi River. Certified organic means that the land doesn't have any herbicides, pesticides, or synthetic fertilizers for at least 3 years, and the cows go through a 1-year transition with all organic feeds, and no prohibited substances like antibiotics or hormones are allowed. I'm always striving to come up with ways to minimize their impact on this planet. The liquids come down this pipe. Eventually they go into the bottom of this pond. The bacteria digest the manure and the fiber and give off methane gas. It's about 60% methane and carbon dioxide and then a little bit of hydrogen sulfide. It accumulates under this cover and then it's collected through a pipe and put into the generator as a fuel.
I'm sitting here with Maureen Cunny, and I'm Peg Smith, and we're at the Cowgirl Creamery in Petaluma, California. In 1994, I believe, Albert Strauss transitioned his family dairy to become the first organic dairy west of the Mississippi. And Sue started working with Albert to help promote the milk and other cheeses from the region. Sue and Ellen Strauss, Albert's mom, would go out to the local restaurants and small shops in the area, and they would take the butter and the milk and present it along with other cheeses that were made in Sebastopol and Valley Ford and Santa Rosa. I think that having a business in Marin County that is really all about sustainability is really important. And it really is a solid sign for consumers to know that things that are labeled Marin Organic have high integrity, I'd say.
My name is Marty Jacobson. We're in Lagunitas. This is Janet Brown, my partner.
Here at our home, we have our workshop, and we call it All-Star Organics World Headquarters. One of the wonderful things about All-Star Organics, the big field in Nicasio, is that it's on a malt easement. It's protected by Marin Agricultural Land Trust. So someone thought a long time back to make sure that it would be here. We've been a certified organic farm for 15 years, and we've always had an idea about being able to work where we live and live where we work, and see if we couldn't bring that together, and if on a very small piece of ground we couldn't somehow find a way to make a living.
Hi, my name's Al Balak. I'm from the Good Earth Natural Food Store in Fairfax. We've been a natural food retailer, primarily focused on organic foods for 35 years. The role that the Good Earth plays, and specifically the produce department plays, in terms of sourcing local foods, I think is a real key to people understanding greater sustainability issues. Our role in providing information around food and where food comes from and what goes into it, I think is really critical. The need to green the consciousness of people on the planet, I think, is obviously there. There's momentum. A large part of what we do every day in sourcing not only produce but other items, and we feel like we can play a role in providing the information for where the foods come from. The signs that we have in our produce department state the number of miles that the produce has traveled to get to us. I think that small step has really had an impact on people's awareness and consciousness of where their foods are coming from.
My name is Adesina Stewart. I'm the Green Mission Specialist for Whole Foods Market in Northern California. So my job is to help Whole Foods focus in on green practices both in our stores and in the community. Right now we're in our beautiful San Rafael store, and we're going to talk a little bit about our relationship to local produce. Local has always been really important to us, and in California we're really blessed to have a wide variety of local vendors, both for produce and for meat and all sorts of other types of things. And what we've done here is that we've tried to make it easier for customers to know what's local. We've really honed it in, and we will let you know for every product, whether it's in your county, in one of the touching counties, or somewhere in Northern California. If you're eating food that comes either from the other side of the country or all the way across the world, you're adding food miles to that. So by purchasing local food, one thing, if it's organic food or if it's grown with pesticide-free practices, you're reducing your footprint because pesticides and synthetic fertilizers are made from oil. So by eating local organic food in season, you're reducing your transportation miles and the amount of fossil fuels used to grow that.
It's possible, and we've made it possible to really be that committed to 100% organic food being served in our restaurants, still having our food reasonably priced such that it's available to the majority of people, and still expanding and expanding. There is unlimited abundance, that we are abundant. Everything that we're doing is abundant, and it's not about the bottom line of the business. It's about that everyone who participates is winning.
I'd say it's an opportunity to express your life as abundant. Like everything's provided for here. Community and clarity and health and sustainability and the opportunity to enrich employee relationships as community and as family, and just to stand for the planet.
My name is Amelia Spilger, and I'm here with Marin Farmers Markets. And food, it touches all of us, and it's about our personal health, and it's about the health of the planet, and it's about the health of farmers and building community, and all of that happens here at the farmers market. And if you can eat one meal a day locally, it's like shifting from driving an SUV to a Prius. Or if everyone sourced a meal from local, organic, sustainable meats and produce at least once a week, we would reduce our country's oil consumption by 1.1 billion barrels of oil.